Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the KKRLA. Week 1, Game 2. It's Season 4, as we see the net ranking, number 16, the Crusaders, at home at Sovereign Heights, going against the number 6 ranked Musical Strikers. This is our first ranked game of the season, as our first game was the number 7, the Cuckoos of Shay, and the number 10. No, the number 7, the Third Strikers, and the number 10, Cuckoos of Shay. Those being the net rankings, not the actual rankings. And then this finally being our first match with a ranked team, the Musical Strikers to be exact. And I have not much more to say. Except let's go ahead and get this game started here at Sovereign Heights. The Crusaders starting out the season with a home game. And here goes the first tip against these two teams. And the Musical Strikers will win the first tip. Maverick trying to put up a shot. Heater going to send it away. Samara puts it over. I think it was Scout's head, and sent it away. Let's go ahead and read off the names for our players. On the Crusaders, you have Heater, Khan, Raja, and Scout. And for the Musical Strikers, you have Storm, Maverick, Samara, and Dew. They're currently going back and forth right now. As you can see, Heater's obviously trying to put up something. Can't really get it to fall. Maverick gonna send it away. Alright, well, let's quickly review with these two teams. The Musical Strikers now ranked number 6 in the preseason. Today we're trying to watch to see how they can perform. They obviously have had some, I don't know what to say, finishing struggle, as inside the playoffs. Season 2, they did really well as a number 7 seed inside the playoffs, into which they got to the championship game, but sadly lost to the Cuckoos of Shay. Maverick trying to put up that shot. Can somebody get another touch on it? No. Still up in the air, no goals. Dude trying to score that first goal is not going to. Storm puts it up. Samara gets a good touch on it, and the Musical Strikers will give us our first goal of the game for the Musical Strikers to take the lead 1-0, with that goal going at 71 kph. Scored by Samara, and it was assisted by Storm. Here goes the second tip at 3:10. It is going to hit over into the Crusaders side, which that means the Musical Strikers have won their second tip. Crusaders playing some nice defense right just there as they hit it back successfully 2 times in a row. Heater able to send the ball into the Musical Strikers side. Raja trying to put it close into the red zone. If you don't know what the red zone is, if you see that colored side over there on the goal line, that's what that is. Heater gets an amazing save. Here comes Samara to put it back up. Raja with another save. Raja with that miss of a goal. We are past the halfway mark, actually. 2:30 to being the halfway mark. Samara trying to put up a shot. That's up in the air. I'm not sure if that's going to roll in. Probably not. Raja sends it down into the Musical Striker side. Dude trying to put it back up. Storm with an accidental hit. This has led to the Crusaders scoring their first goal, making this a tied game with 1:51 left on the clock. Storm, an accidental hit, basically an own goal, giving it to Scout, and Scout's going to score that goal. And our third tip will be won by the Musical Strikers once again. Trying to put up that is Storm. What a nice play. Samara gives the assist. That shot runs at 49 kph, only taking 13 seconds to score. Samara with the assist. Storm's going to score that one to make it 2-1 with 1:52 left on the clock. This tip will be won by the Crusaders for the first time. They're actually having good play with it until Roger's going to send it up in the air. Does get the floater, has it, bangs on the top of the crossbar, hits the floor first, and then goes in, making this a tied game, 2-2 with 1:40 left on the clock, as Raja scores that goal with Khan assisting. 2-2. This is the 5th tip as it goes over into the Musical Strikers side. Musical Strikers trying to hold their composure, as they definitely need this win. Crusaders and Musical Strikers really just fighting back and forth. Musical Strikers able to get the ball into the Crusaders side. Storm gonna send up that shot, blocked by Scout. Samara gonna put it back. Samara with the putback to make this 3-2. Storm with an amazing shot. Scout blocks it, but wasn't ready for Samara to just bang it into the corner. Assisted by Storm, 41 kph. 59 seconds left on the clock, and this is now the 6th tip as it goes over into kind of near in the middle, but mostly on the Crusader side. Musical Strikers only have to hold their lead for now the next 45 seconds, and they win this game and they have this game with a win on their shoulders, so that would be nice. Probably for the Musical Strikers, but you don't know much is going to happen if these Crusaders keep on doing what they're doing, making this a tied game 3-3 with 37 seconds left on the clock. Goal is scored by Raja, going at 57 kph. Here goes the 7th tip with 37 seconds left on the clock. It's going to go over into the Crusaders side. This is what the Musical Strikers need now. They need to score 1 goal, and they could probably have this game to themselves. Samara almost with the putback, still floating up in the air, still can be scored. Raja, had a nice save, let's say, and has just been playing pretty well defensively. I can say that Raja has been contributing defensively very well with the 3 saves. This could be a very close one. Raja puts up that Storm with the block. And ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to go to overtime. The 8th tip and the final tip is now overtime. 5 minutes of overtime. Prove yourself. It's now, that tip is won by the Crusaders. Crusaders trying to find a shot to put up. Raja's going to miss. I think the furthest we ever went into an overtime was about 1:53, so that would be somewhere around the 3-minute and 7 mark, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, though. Storm sends it over into the Crusader side, trying to get a shot. Heater going to send it away off of Scout, which was actually climbing the wall. Send that one away. Scout still sending that one away. Scout trying to get another touch to readjust it. It's going to be sent over up in the air. Heater tried to give the shot. Scout has a chance at it. No. Tamara trying to bring it over the players. Dude gets a nice touch on it. Barely, almost goes in. Still there. Heater's going to keep it up in the air and send it away as Raja brings it down to the Musical Strikers side. Raja probably giving it its last touch. Maverick with an amazing save. Dude almost sold the game. That would have been a very bad look. Thankfully, Maverick was coming in out of nowhere. They have a fine shot. Samara puts up the game winner with 3:33 left to go, and the Musical Strikers will win 4-3. Assisted by Storm, Samara made that goal with 86 kph as the ball speed. The Musical Strikers will win away Sometimes it's tough to win away games, but the Musical Strikers still will win away. With Samara being your MVP with 592 score, 3 goals, 1 assist, 0 saves, 6 shots, followed along by Storm who had 439 score, 1 goal, 3 assists, 1 save, and 3 shots. And then Maverick with 102 score, 0 goals, 0 assists, 1 save, and 0 shots. And then Dude with 76 score, 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 saves, and 3 shots. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into the after-game talk. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the KKRLA Season 4 after-game talk. You just watched the Crusaders take on the number 6 Musical Strikers. As you see, the number 6 Musical Strikers were able to prosper in overtime as they scored the game-winning goal, which led to their victory, which is a pretty good thing to have inside the rankings. But that's besides the point. Let's go ahead and get into the after-game talk. The Musical Strikers offense, as you can see, played very active. They were ready to come in, even though they were playing away. They knew that they shouldn't overlook small ranked teams, as they can do something as tie a game or have a game tied and send it to overtime with a ranked team, as you saw just there in that game. The Musical Strikers defense, however, played well, as a slip up by Dude out of nowhere, Maverick comes in and saves the day. So that's teamwork, just in case, my teammate messed up. Let me get it in. I messed up. Hey, look, there's my teammate. That's a good thing. Yeah. And then the Crusaders offense obviously played very well to keep this game tied up. Just goal after goal, 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3. And then, sadly, they lost. Their defense obviously playing very well and amazing. Both teams only letting 3 goals slip up until that overtime goal by the Musical Strikers, which you can blame on how the Musical Strikers was able to get the ball ahead of all the Crusaders players, so they really couldn't have blocked that even if they tried. So that's how they lost. Both sides played amazing today, as I can say, and I have nothing more to say. Well, I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this one. You just watched the Crusaders take on the number 6 Musical Strikers at Sovereign Heights, basically at home. Make sure to check us out tomorrow to see I think the number 4 Beat Tapes take on the number 2 Kino Records. That is a blockbuster for our week. Number 4 versus a number 2. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That game's going to be at Forbidden Temple, Beat Tapes home court. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.